Greetings to everyone in Ielta around the globe. I'm Mrs. Nirmala Devi Kandasamy, Ielta Malaysia Ambassador and Chief of Ielta Learners Development Department. I would like to welcome Ielta Board of Directors, Ielta Ambassadors, Ielta Malaysia Core Team, Ielta Malaysia Educators, the speakers, Mr. Patrick Duffy Bayong and Ms. Shi Yuan Ling from Malaysia, and educators from Malaysia and also around the globe. Welcome and selamat datang to Malaysia, Ielta Malaysia webinar. Ielta Malaysia is actually established since 21st of October 2021. Ielta Malaysia has opened doors to many educators in Malaysia in getting and learning information related to English language teaching practices. Ielta Malaysia was established on 21st of August 2021 in the presence of Ielta Board of Directors, Malaysian Core Team, and educators. The core team members of Ielta Malaysia branch are Mr. Rahim Mubarak, Mrs. Sumia Yahya, Ms. Subhashini Amirda, Mr. Kavi Wendan, Punyanadan, and Mrs. Nolizawati Muhammad No. And also we have quite a number of members, educators from Malaysia join as members of Ielta Malaysia. Since then, we have been adhering to Ielta's mission and vision in empowering English language educators by organizing virtual workshops, inter-school competitions, and global meetups with Ielta branches educators. We have also accomplished successes and recognitions as a branch in Ielta with professional coordination between Ielta branches. We have actually engaged and empowered many educators locally and globally. Almost more than 1,000 educators collaborated with us virtually. These educators joined webinars organized by Ielta Malaysia from 2021 until now. The feedback that we received from the educators and trainers were incredible and motivational for us as a team to progress further. We have celebrated our second anniversary in August 2023 recently. We are united together in Ielta Malaysia branch with the support from Ielta Malaysia core team, Malaysian educators, Ielta board of directors, ambassadors, educators around the globe. So for your information, Ielta Malaysia is open for membership for free for those Malaysian educators who are ever interested. Those who are not from Malaysia, if you're interested to join in as a member, you may contact your country branch ambassadors in order to become the member. Okay, so without further ado, I would like to introduce the first speaker. Let me share screen. The first speaker is Mr. Patrick Duffy Bayong. He is a teacher from SK Long Bosang, Malaysia. Let me introduce. Mr. Patrick Bayong has been teaching English as a second language, ESL, in Malaysian primary schools since March 2016. Since then, he has been joining educational conferences, giving talks on English language teaching and learning, participating in innovation competitions, and writing a few research articles. His research interest is English language teaching and learning, English as a second language, ESL, for language learners at primary level. And recently, Mr. Patrick has won several awards in Malta conference, and we will be hearing more about his engagements in CFR in today's topic. So let me say a few words related to his topic. CFR aligned primary curriculum framework for teachers. He's going to talk about CFR aligned primary curriculum framework teachers frame of mind, about the common European framework of reference for languages, which is known as CFR. The Common European Framework of Reference for Languages, CFR, is an international standard for describing language ability. It describes language ability on a 6-point scale from A1 for beginners up to C2 for those who have mastered a language. Implementing CFR in English as a second language learning in the Malaysian education system is generally established international standard for depicting language proficiency of our learners. Let us welcome Mr. Patrick Duffy Bayong from Malaysia in order to let us know more about his topic. So without further ado, I would like to welcome Mr. Patrick to take over the floor. Welcome, Mr. Patrick. How are you?
I'm good. Hi, Cikgu.
Hi, I'm so happy to welcome you as our speaker for the second time.
Yeah.
The first session you have done an incredible session. You spoke about grammar in primary school level. And today you are going to talk about another incredible topic, which is about CFR and teachers' frame of mind. So I'm so excited. So do our friends here. So you may take charge now, teacher. Over to you.
Let me share screen first.
All right.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, teacher, I can see your screen.
All right, okay, good. Okay, so let us begin. Okay, so a very good evening, very good night, good morning, good afternoon. Okay, thank you. First of all, thank you, Cikgu Nirbala, the ambassador of Ielta Malaysia, for this opportunity. Okay, for the invitation for me to share quite a good topic tonight. Okay, which is on the CFR aligned primary curriculum framework, teachers frame of mind. I also would like to welcome the Ielta board ambassadors from other countries, the educators, professor, associate professor, doctors, and we have educators as well, lecturers and teachers, and also not forgotten the Ielta members from other countries and from Malaysia itself. Okay, so as the title appeared on the screen itself, so I will be talking on CFR aligned primary curriculum framework in the context of teachers' frame of mind. To be specific, I will be talking more into Malaysian context, primary education context, particularly on one of the state in Malaysia, which is Sarawak, a state in Borneo Island. All right, so without further ado, let us proceed. Okay, so if you have any question, you can stop me. You can ask question. Don't be hesitant to ask me question if you have any question to ask me during my presentation. Okay, is my voice clear, Cikgu? Cikgu Nimala?
Yes, Cikgu, your voice
Yeah.
is loud and clear.
Okay, good. All right. Okay, so this CFR aligned primary curriculum. All right. Okay, actually, it is the significant. I may say significant mechanism by Ministry of Education Malaysia to improve and empower educations, especially on the young learners in Malaysia into English language. So the council that have been given the task, this very big task, in order for them to align this CFR into our primary education curriculum was English Language Standard and Quality Council, which we call it as ELSQC. So this council was responsible to develop, to design the CFR aligned curriculum for Malaysian school, primary, secondary, and tertiary level. We focus on English education. So they came out with English language education reform in Malaysia, which we call it as the roadmap 2015 and 2025. So it relates closely with the Common European Framework of Reference, which Cikgu Nimala has mentioned just now, CEFR, a framework for describing language proficiency in context English language. So there were two main contributors to this design, to the design and development of the roadmap, which were number one, Malaysian English Blueprint, we call it as MEB 2013-2025, in line with the MBM-MBI policy. So for your information, educators from other countries, MBM-MBI, it stands for, in Malay language, allow me, memartabatkan bahasa Melayu, memperkukuhkan bahasa Inggris. So it is a policy actually. In English term, we call it as upholding the Malay language and strengthening command in English policy. Then it came to CFR aligned curriculum, teaching and learning and assessment. So the idea, actually, this presentation is about a research which I had conducted on more than 700 teachers who are teaching English language as a second language in primary school in a rural area in the states of Sarawak, Malaysia. So the original title of the research was CFR Aligned Primary Curriculum Framework, Rural National Primary School English Language Teachers' Attitude and Slants. So the teacher's frame of work, we will be looking at teachers' attitude and slants. So to be more specific, allow me to define the terms attitude and slants in the context of the research. We start with the attitude. Attitude is a settled way of thinking and feeling about something. So in the context of this research, I look at the settled way of teachers of how they think and feel about this CFR aligned primary curriculum in Malaysia. And number two, slants. So I look at the particular point of view among teachers, I mean the ESL teachers who are teaching English at rural primary school in Sarawak, of how the CFR aligned primary curriculum was presented in the curriculum itself by the Ministry of Education, Malaysia. So the goal, simply put, we want to explore ESL teachers' frame of mind. We want all their frame of mind, the attitude, the slants, not just the good one, meaning that we are going to look at the both sides, positive and negative. Not to say that this CFR aligned curriculum is not a good point or not a good mechanism, not the best mechanism for Malaysian curriculum, but the goal is we want to explore their frame of mind about this CFR aligned primary curriculum. That's it. Because we think that it is important to explore teachers' frame of mind because the Ministry of Education, Malaysia, they need feedback from the teachers about the curriculum that has been designed and developed for the use of teachers in schools. So next, we proceed with the literature review. So this literature review, we review some issues faced by teachers in other countries such as Japan, Thailand, China, and China, also include countries such as Vietnam. Okay, so the first one, insufficient training for teachers on how the use of CFR and lack of knowledge and exposure to CFR among teachers. So based on the references that I've put down there were quite a lot of researches that have been done on CFR aligned curriculum, primarily to explore teachers' attitude, teachers' slant, or in context, teachers' frame of mind, or how do they think, how do they react, how do they perceive the CFR aligned curriculum. The next one, low English proficiency level among teachers. This happened in countries such as Japan, Thailand, Vietnam, China, and Malaysia. And the standpoint that the target level for language teachers and learners are ambitious. So we have 6 levels just now that mentioned by Cikgu Nirmala. The next one is teachers in China and Vietnam face challenges in the actual implementations of the CFR aligned curriculum. Quite a big issues actually. In Japan, teachers' unfamiliarity with the framework made them find it was difficult to connect a reference level and can-do descriptors to classroom activities. Whereby in Thailand, the concern were on the barriers of the success of CFR classroom implications and low English proficiency level among teachers. This is one of, I think, a big issue, quite a big issue faced by teachers at the early years of the implementations of CFR aligned curriculum, not only in Malaysia, I'm pretty sure it happened to teachers in other countries as well. Okay, next one, difficulty in implementing CFR aligned teaching and learning. Also, CFR document abstract nature's insufficiency of research into CFR school-based uses and the teachers' philosophies and culture. So we talk also about cultures and teachers' philosophy about this CFR aligned curriculum. Next one, culturally imbalanced. So they said that this CFR aligned curriculum, focusing on the materials such as the textbook, the teacher's book, and student workbook, they are culturally imbalanced and irrelevant to a certain extent. These teachers said so, and they were inappropriate teaching and learning material content in the CFR aligned material for teachers and learners. Also, the internationalizations of the content cause the low proficiency learners to have difficulty to comprehend the learning material. This happened the most among rural primary learners because English is quite an alien language to them to a certain extent because of the geographical factors. And next one, the textbook lack of supplementary materials. Okay, and last but not least, the challenging vocabulary, because we all know that this CFR aligned curriculum, The CFR original curriculum is originated from British, so it uses quite powerful words. Though Malaysia have adapt and adopt the CFR itself, but to some learners, especially those who reside, especially school reside in rural area, the learners feel that the vocabulary are challenging, and the use of difficult word in grammar explanation and lack of sentences and paragraph structures in writing parts of the CFR aligned material. I believe this is related to one of the concern, one of the aim of CFR, which is focusing on the communicative skill. So the less focusing on writing or paragraphing structures in the materials, but we're going to look further in this research. Next one, these are some of the positive response from the teachers. CFR is essential to lead to the betterment of learners' English language proficiency. Next one, local TESOL in service teachers have rather a good level of familiarizations with CFR aligned SBA, school-based assessment. SBA stands for school-based assessment, and a moderate level of awareness and comprehension of the CFR aligned SBA. CFR can improve the alignment of curriculum, assessment, and instruction. I strongly agree with this statement. And the revised curriculum, which is the CFR aligned, with the CFR was cited as a more action-oriented approach and with the inclusions of school-based assessment. Next one, there was a strong positive relationship between ESL teachers, attitudes, and their motivation. Motivation have been mentioned in a lot of researches regarding CFR aligned curriculum, curriculum in Malaysia, okay, towards CFR implementations. And last but not least, the implementations of CFR in the classroom assessment give several benefits to the teachers, such as to track learners' learning progress, and identify learners' strengths and weaknesses in learning, so as they can plan and modify teaching methods and take immediate follow-up actions. So this is more focusing on teaching and learning and assessment and evaluation itself. Am I talking too fast?
No, Cikgu, you are on the right.
All right, good. Okay, so this is the methodology of the research. Okay, so the design is quantitative research design through survey. So they were one-man instrument. Actually is only close-ended questionnaire. There were 3 parts of the questionnaire. Part A, demographic profiles. Part B, teachers' attitude to a CFR aligned primary curriculum framework. There were 16 items, and I used 3-point Likert scale. Part C, teachers' slant to a CFR aligned primary curriculum framework. There were 14 items in this part, and I used 4-point Likert scale. So the sampling, non-probability sampling method through voluntary response sampling, and the procedure of data collection was through Google form link, and data analysis method quantitatively through descriptive statistic. Reliability and validity of this study, the first one using reliability test from the alpha, second one I did pilot test, and last but not least, validation by subject matter expert SME. So these were the findings. The first one is on the demographic profiles of the respondent. There were 6 criteria: sex, options, age, experience in teaching CFR classes. They are teaching and CFR training. Did they attended or they did not attended CFR courses, okay, before they can teach using this CFR aligned curriculum in their classroom. So as you can see here, male, it contributed. There were 221 male teachers who had responded to the questionnaire. Meanwhile, there were 528 female teachers who had responded to the questionnaire. So the optionist teachers, there were 535 of them, whereby there were 214 non-optionist teachers. So there were 4 groups of ages: 21 to 30 years old, 31 to 40 years old, 41 to 50 years old, and last but not least, 51 to 60 years old. 60 years old. Experience in teaching CFR, first, second, third, and the fourth years in teaching CFR in the classroom. And the CFR classes that they are teaching, year 1, year 2, year 3, and year 4. I did not include year 5 and year 6. And last but not least, the CFR training. Either they have attended or they have not attended the CFR training. So the finding, the first part, I focus on the teacher's attitude. So we'll be looking at the statement and numbers only, okay, in this presentation, since this is a quantitative study. So the first one, the teachers were fully prepared to familiarize themselves with and to embrace the framework. There were 686 teachers that agree with this statement. Okay, the second one, the teachers were confident and partially confident to teach using GCFR primary curriculum, meaning that they were able to adapt the suggested pre and post lesson activity to serve the teaching and learning objective. Quite a big numbers of teachers agreed with this item. Actually, as you can see on the numbers, the frequency and the percentages of teachers agreed with these items. And the next one, the teachers were able to write lesson objective, MLO, main lesson objective, and CLO, complementary lesson objective, that are measurable and achievable. So meaning that these objectives, they must be measurable and achievable and are related to the learning standard, LS. And the teachers were able to incorporate the content in CFR related documents and material into teaching and learning and assessment up to evaluation. So again, teachers, educators, if you have question, you can just stop me and ask question. So the next part of the finding is still on teachers' attitude. So the teachers were partially able to, number one, design and administer a sequence of formative assessment to assess the pupil performance. About, not to say half, more than half actually, 436, which brought to 58.6% in terms of percentage from the total numbers of teachers who had responded to the questionnaire. Also, the teachers were partially able to record the result with reference to the curriculum standard. This one is focusing on the evidence with purpose of doing the assessment and evaluation. Next one, the teachers were partially able to apply differentiation strategy in the lesson to meet learners' individual learning needs. So in Malaysian curriculum for English language education, actually the Ministry of Education, they had provided teachers with various vast differentiation strategies which teacher can employ in the classroom when they are teaching English to their ESL learners. Next one, most teachers did not and partially talk in English with their pupil most of the time during English lessons. Because we understand that Malaysian, the pupils, the learners, they are multicultural, they spoke different languages. So it is quite impossible if we talk 100% in English during the English language lessons. Because if we speak 100% in English, they might not be able to understand what are we teaching, what are we trying to tell them. So that's why the teachers, they took the initiative did not and partially talk in English, but we are not recommended to not talk in English the whole class or partially talk. We try our best to really speak, to really talk in English with the learners throughout the English lesson. Next one, we are still looking at the teacher's attitude. Some teachers perceive themselves as a challenge. I think it is same goes to teachers in other countries as well. to teach English language concerning CFR aligned curriculum. 107 teachers agree with this. Meanwhile, 642 teachers did not. Yet, they still put some efforts by doing some reading on CFR related documents and articles to increase their understanding. And 75 out of these 107 teachers, they still put some efforts by doing the adaptations when planning the lesson plan for a better teaching and learning. I believe teachers, educators, adaptations is very important. It's very crucial because we cannot, not to say cannot, it is quite tough, quite difficult for us to really use all the materials in the teacher's book, student's book, and student workbook because we need to suit learners' language proficiency and their cultures by doing the adaptations when planning our lesson plans. Next one, most teachers that have strong interest to know more about this FR aligned curriculum. Although they saw themselves as a challenge, but they still have strong interest to know more about this FR aligned curriculum. And they are ready to attend series of courses, training, or workshops in order to equip themselves with the related informations in order to improve the teaching and learning and outcomes of learners' learning. Next one, we'll be looking at teachers' slants. So before that, any questions so far on teachers' attitude?
So far, I don't see any question, teacher.
Okay, all right, so I proceed. Okay, so the teachers agreed that the curriculum boosts their awareness of the opportunities for language learners to practice using English language, which cover 4 language skill and grammar. We have listening, we have speaking, we have reading, and we have writing. And we integrate grammar within these 4 language skill. Okay, on the other hand, this teacher agreed that this curriculum boosts their awareness on preparing learners to be proficient in English language independently and autonomously. Preparing as well as keeping the learners at school as school leavers in pace with the rapidly emergent global economy and globalized job market. Also, the teacher agreed that the curriculum boosts their awareness on the importance of English as a spoken language. This is aligned with the primary aim of this CFR aligned curriculum, which focuses on communicative skill to be acquired by learners at school. And also, last but not least, the teachers agreed that the curriculum boosts their awareness on developing learners' learning potentials and language proficiency. Still in teachers' slants on the finding, the teachers agreed that the CFR aligned curriculum is understandable up to their level of understanding as the way it is being organized and presented in the curriculum. Also, the teacher agreed that more training, workshops, and courses on teaching and learning should be conducted for them so that they are properly prepared to implement this curriculum. And test or assessment and material design workshops should be conducted for English language teachers frequently. So these teachers, they expressed the opinion that they felt that the opportunity for them to join workshop on tests or assessments and material design or adaptation workshops are less. This is my personal opinion. Maybe because the big numbers of teachers, and there are several factors, the locations, okay, the geographical factors of the school for the teachers to go to the specific place for them to join the workshops. If they are joining, to join the workshop, online workshop, they have difficulties such as on the internet, on the access, and other things. Other factors need to be considered. Next one, still on teachers' slants. So having CFR aligned curriculum is not the best available action taken to enhance teaching, learning, and assessment of English language at primary level of education. This is some kind of not to say an issue actually, but the teacher are really they were really honest in giving their response or the way they responded to the questionnaire. So it seems that CFR aligned curriculum is not the best available action taken to enhance teaching, learning, and assessment actually. They thought that the overall content in the CFR aligned curriculum doesn't suit Malaysian primary school pupil language learning. So in terms of the language, in terms of the level of difficulty of the vocabulary, in terms of the cultural contents, those are several factors that made this teacher taught this way. And this teacher didn't and partially have a thought that CFR aligned curriculum suit Malaysian primary school learners' needs on language learning. And last but not least, most teachers, they claim that CFR aligned curriculum places too much focus on promoting communicative language learning, thus emphasizes less on other language skills. This is not something to be agreed 100%. However, excuse me, educators, I'm only reporting the finding. So if these four seems to be big issues, so forgive me, okay, because we accept how do these teachers from Sarawak Rural Primary School, how do they see, how do they perceive, how do they accept CFR aligned primary curriculum. Okay, so as a conclusion, overall, the study found that English language teachers in Sarawak Rural National Primary School were generally positive about this FR primary curriculum framework. Okay, they were positive. The study findings have implication for teachers training and curriculum development in Malaysia in two ways. Number one, the Ministry of Education should provide more training and support to help teachers implementing CFR aligned primary curriculum framework effectively. And second one, the curriculum should also be adapted to take into account the needs of rural school learners. It's very particular in the context of this study, rural school learners, because they are very, very much different compared to school in suburban and urban area of Sarawak or Malaysia as a whole. So next one. I would like to call out for a big group discussion. I would love to know, I would love to get you to share your frame of mind. The first one is on teaching practices, routine, or methodologies. So English teachers, you are free to share. And second one, assessment and evaluations in relation to this CFR aligned curriculum. Or if you don't want to relate it closely with CFR aligned curriculum, you can just share your teaching practices, routine, methodologies, assessment, and evaluations. Maybe some of educators in our webinar or those who are joining us online through Facebook, they can adapt or they can adopt from your sharing. So I open to the floor, Cikgu Nirmala.
Okay, thank you so much, Cikgu Patrick, for sharing with us in this platform, Teachers' Frame of Mind, which is quite interesting to know, Teachers' Frame of Mind, the positive side and also the negative side that you have shared through your research, which is important because we are the ones implementing the activities and aligning to the skills, most importantly of the can-do statement which you mentioned. And the textbook content, I agree that it has foreign setting and we do not have any local setting. Though there is no local setting, but as you mentioned earlier, we are trained to adopt and adapt to our local setting and also considering our students who are also either learning in the urban area or rural area and the facilities that they have. So this is one of the points that that we have to bear in mind, as you mentioned, yeah, Cikgu Patrick. The data revealed that the teachers were fully prepared to familiarize themselves and to embrace the framework. Either they're confident or partially confident, and more information your data has actually revealed. And Cikgu Patrick, you also have spoken information related to teachers' attitude, slants, as well as overall of the teachers, whatever information you have gotten, So I really hope that teachers in this platform, we are able to get a lot of information, from your presentation, and, we can revisit your presentation again in order to get more information. And I like the idea of big group discussion. So Teacher Patrick, so in the near future, maybe a couple of weeks time, maybe we can plan for this kind of discussion, so we can have roundtable discussions with our local and also global educators in order to discuss the questions that you have pointed out here, the points that teaching practices, routines, methodologies, assessments, and evaluation. So I'm so thankful, Teacher Patrick, for sharing this wonderful topic of CFR with our local and global educators, because we are the one implementing this particular textbook content related to CFR. And I've also attended a course last year in Malacca, and the officers, they're really paying attention. And when BPK people came over to our school last 2 months back, they also emphasized for us, the usage of not only the textbook and other resources, whichever resources available, in order to enhance the students' learning and comprehension of listening, speaking, reading, and writing. And also because the skills are repeated. So when the skills are repeated, so we assume that the students are learning the skills, though we are unable to follow the textbook and at any circumstances page by page, but at least we are repeating the skills as per DSKP. So this is a wonderful topic, and you have actually opened doors for many teachers' frame of mind, actually, Teacher Patrick. And there is a question from Dr. Mansoor from Pakistan. He's asking, please share with us justification of your sample size for qualitative study.
Okay, thank you for the question, Dr. Masno, is it?
Yes, yeah. Dr. Mansoor.
Okay, Dr. Mansoor, all right, thank you for the question. Okay, so there's no specific justifications for the numbers of the size of the sample, because this is not really a scientific studies to be conducted, because I just want to explore teachers' slants and attitude. So the plan was, I created the questionnaire validated by the experts and pilot studies and the Cronbach Alpha on the items. And then all these three validating processes done. Then I apply for permissions from the Ministry of Education to conduct the study. And the letter were passed to district officers, education district officers in Sarawak. Then we open the link of the questionnaire for about a month. So in order to ensure the teachers who are about to respond to the questionnaire fulfill the criteria, so there was another notice, okay, in the form of letters sent to the educational district officers and to the school headmaster, headmistress, in order for them to announce or to inform the teachers, the English teachers in their respective school about the studies. So we opened the link for about a month, and we managed to receive response based on voluntary technique, sampling method. So we managed to get response from 700. Wait, let's go to the first slide. Sorry. 749 teachers, which I think, I'm pretty sure, not to say that we can make overall generalizations, but for the state of Sarawak itself, this finding, though cannot be made as a generalization as a whole, but it can be a source of reference for curriculum developers, curriculum designers, or CFR aligned resources designers in the future in order for them to develop more effective materials. Okay, so that's my response. Any other question?
So far, only that is the question asked by Dr. Mansoor. So probably maybe in the meantime, they might be thinking of other questions. So probably before the end of the session, Teacher Patrick, or in between, if you see in the chat, anyone addressing the questions to you, you may answer the questions, Teacher Patrick.
Sure.
Thank you so much, Teacher Patrick, for sharing this wonderful topic. And of course, I think the teachers, they would have gotten a lot of information from your sharing, Teacher Patrick. So thank you so much. So I hope you will be in this webinar till the end, Teacher Patrick. And I understand that this study was carried out in Sarawak. Only Sarawakian educators took part in this study, is it, Teacher Patrick?
Yes, correct.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Now it's a bit clear to me. Thank you so much, Teacher Patrick.
Okay. Cikgu Nimala, there's one more.
Yes.
Okay. The full paper had been published.
Okay.
Okay. So I will share the link if the educators are interested to read more about this research.
All right.
You can just click the link after this.
All right, sure. Thank you so much. So you may share in the chat box, Teacher Patrick, so that the educators from Malaysia and also around the globe will be getting a lot of information and benefit from the paper that you have presented. And you have also spoken that the steps you have taken in order to get the teachers to answer the questionnaire through, through KPM and then through JPN, PPD and all that. So thank you so much for sharing that information as well. All right, Teacher Patrick. Okay, so I'm going to invite the second speaker. Okay, so let me go to the next slide. All right, so I would like to welcome the second speaker. Before that, let me share screen. Teacher Patrick, in the meantime, if you are available, please admit our educators. Teacher Sumo is helping me to admit the educators as well. Okay, so we are going to the second speaker. Our second speaker is Ms. Shi Yuan Ling. She is an educator in SJKC New Kopisian, Malaysia. Shi Yuan Ling is a dedicated English language teacher at SJKC New Kopisian, demonstrating a profound commitment to lifelong learning as the cornerstone of her ethos. She firmly believes that teaching is a means of touching the very soul of a person. With an unwavering aspiration to enhance the educational landscape in Malaysia, she actively seeks to elevate her skills and knowledge. In 2022, she was honored with the esteemed Pingat Penghormatan Guru (PPG) award. She also holds the distinction of being a proficient CEFR master trainer and has been appointed as an edu influencer by the Ministry of Education. In addition to her role as a Dilemma influencer, Guru Penaraju Generasi Digital, which is known as GPGD, she is one of the visionary co-founder behind Media Education for All, ME4A. Her innovative approaches to teaching and learning have garnered numerous accolades, attesting to her outstanding contributions to the field of education. She earns a collection of distinguished recognitions and certifications in recognition of her achievements. So before I invite Ms. Shi Yuan Ling, so let me read a few more extra information about her. Okay, hang on a minute. She is actually not only the master trainer of CFR, she is also Google certified trainer, Quizzes super trainer, MIEE expert, Microsoft trainer, ClassPoint trainer, Apple teacher, Duta Digital Community Para, Mentor Madani, and she's also one of the Cikgu Juara Digital. So today we have an expert who is an expert in an educator who had been using a lot of digital tools in order to engage and empower her students and also other educators. So as we all know, the different uses of technology such as audio visual presentation, visual classrooms, widescreen projectors and digital planners help teachers to improve the delivery of instructions. This consequently enhance the understanding and comprehension level of the students. The use of technology during whole class instructions can foster student engagement for auditory and visual learners. Integrating simple technologies, PowerPoint, quizzes, games, internet homework assignments, or online grading system can be difference makers in students' growth in classroom. Learning platform like Delima is given free access to Malaysian educators and students to foster the teaching and learning using Microsoft, Google, and Apple, along with many other digital apps. So without further ado, let me welcome Ms. Positive She to take us along in her innovative ideas using technology tools in 21st century learning. So without further ado, I would like to welcome Ms. Shi Yuanling. Hello, Ms. Shi Yuanling, how are you?
Hello. Yeah, I'm fine. Just recovering from my sickness.
All right, so I hope you are doing well today and get well soon. Thank you so much for accepting my request to be one of the speakers. And so we are so happy to have you here. So over to you, Miss Shi.
Can you see my slide?
Yes, I can see your slides.
I'll start with the class point. Because usually I will just receive Mentor Matani 2023. So I was appointed as the class point trainers. As we know that class point has the new developments of AI. So we have ClassPoint AI, teaching with PowerPoint now supercharged. So how many of you has tried this ClassPoint before this? Can I have a 1 for yes and 0 for no?
Hi, Shi, can you repeat the question? Someone is asking you to repeat the question.
Okay, how many of you have tried ClassPoint? Have you ever used ClassPoint in your teaching and learning? Yes, many times, and some no, many. Okay, those in Malaysia seems like very familiar with ClassPoint. So can I have how many of you think that what is the best features of ClassPoint? Okay. What is the best feature that you like so much about ClassPoint? Kevin, what is the best feature that you like so much about ClassPoint? Okay, now let us explore the features together. ClassPoint is seamlessly integrated into your Microsoft PowerPoint. Okay, as an all-in-one teaching tool, you can now say goodbye to switching in between apps or learning another software. All magic happens right inside PowerPoint. So look at this one. Actually, it's an interface for PowerPoint. And then once we sign in, we have this logo, the name here, the username here. And then there is an install apps in Notes ClassPoint. This is a ClassPoint tab in PowerPoint. So it's all in one in your PowerPoint. Unlock a whole new teaching experience in PowerPoint designed for every educators. ClassPoint incorporates a comprehensive set of advanced presentation tools, interactive quizzes, and gamification features right inside PowerPoint. So when I ask what is the best features that we would like to have, actually, we would like to have live presentation toolkits, interactive quizzes, gamified reward system. Because as there are so many apps are using, so we have this ClassPoint integrated everything inside. If you want to say that I want to award reward points for my students, we have Class Dojo, but ClassPoint also have it. So live presentation with drag and drop, interactive quizzes, and we have all in one here. Okay, look at the amazing features at your fingertips. We have multiple choice, word crowd, short answers, slide drawing, image upload, fill in the blanks, audio record, video upload, laser pointer, hands, highlighter, eraser, whiteboard, text, shape, quiz summary, my class, movable objects, and so on. Let's see them in action. Okay, live presentation toolkits, how it works. Okay, once you are logged in with this ClassPoint, you have live presentation toolkits in PowerPoint presentation mode. Pick from an array of annotation and teaching tools from the toolbar. So we have this one, navigation, cursor, laser point. Okay, let me show you some. Okay, you have this laser. Okay. Can you see? Okay, laser spotlight, pen, highlighter, eraser, shapes, text box, whiteboard, trackable objects. This is the main thing that I want to highlight on, trackable objects, timer, embedded browser, quick call, name picker, and leaderboard. When we have this annotation, we can use the pen to write. Okay, good day. Okay, annotation on your PowerPoint slides effortlessly with the help of ClassPoint annotation tools, pen, highlighter, we have highlighter here, shapes, text box. Add unlimited whiteboards to highlight, illustrate, or further explain concepts and ideas. If you have a pen, you can use it to write on the boards. It will be better with the text. Okay, trackable objects. After this, we will try convert anything on your slide to draggable objects so that you can move them around during slideshow. Enable the drag functions to objects such as text, images, or shapes in edit mode. timer and stopwatch. If you want to count, okay, let's say I give you 5 seconds, think about it. After that, I will stop. So you have timer and stopwatch all in one in this slide. Improve students' focus and time management skills. Because students tend to drag so long because they are going to think for 10 minutes if you do not stop them. But actually, are they still thinking, or are they imagining something else? So we do not know about that. So we have to keep track of our students' focus, and we need to use of our timer and stopwatch by adding excitement and the right amount of in-class activities. Start a stopwatch or set a countdown timer and add music, because music actually can be healing. So we can set an alarm sound so that to bring them back to reality, stop them from the dreamland, maximize screen or open a mini floating window. Embedded browser like this one, insert as slides. Serve the web right inside PowerPoint, say goodbye to multiple windows. As you can see, I just opened to one windows and open a browser during your presentation. Search, bookmark, and insert screenshot as a slide. Can name picker. Let's text it out. So I would like to have every one of you join the class code 21081. You type in class point and then join class. Then you'll be able to join my class. Okay, let me give you this link. Okay, everyone. This is the link you can join in. Class point 21081. And type your name, you can go in. Have you joined? We have Emily, you ready? And then who else? We have 2. So I share again the link. Oh, okay. So if like you cannot join the link, you can just listen. Okay, code. The code is 21081. Can you get it? Okay, we have 7 right now. Okay, we have 7 right now. So we're waiting for more and more people joining in. And also with the link and the class code. Okay, we start auto pick. Pick one name at a time. Okay, we have Sumiya. Sumiya, say yes. Say yes at the chat box. Sumiya. Okay, we can have another one. Okay, put.
我刚刚我名字哎，
Okay, another one, Ida. Okay, Sumiya, yes, you are the one. Another one. Oh, we have Tufi. Tufi, say yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, this is how we play with the name picker. Have fun, isn't it? With the music. So make pop recitations fun and randomly select students' name in a big class, spin the wheel or select from hidden name cards to encourage full participation and keep students' attention. This time when I first used the wheel of name, I used the World War. But now everything is in your PowerPoint. So gamified reward system. Last time when I want to reward my students, I use Pass Dojo. But now I use PassPoint. So boost your classroom motivation and participation by gamifying your lessons with an engined reward system with the star award star to encourage participation, level ups and badges. We like to collect badges, and so this our students like to collect stars to level up and earn badges as well. So leaderboard, we rank by stars and levels on the fun leaderboard. We will have ranking. When it's comes to be the leaderboard, the students can compare and be competitive in the games and also the learning. Set up and manage classes. We set up and manage the classes. We can have multiple classes right inside PowerPoint. So like this, we have this class code difference, class code 2101081, and so on. So we can have many participants in one class. So my class in presentation easily engage students with or without devices. So award stars to all, and then they will get stars. And also for particular students, so you just click on that name and also award star for them. So they will see which one is the highest, and they will see the progress. Oh, actually, it is a good way to practice in the classroom as the student know their progress. Because if we just give star in the exercise book or just collect stickers, it is an old form of old traditional way to do it. But for class in presentation, you can just show them like this. This is a very systematic and fun way in reward system. Okay, reward stars to encourage class participation. Sometimes you do not know that you cannot expect that the students really are so much excited than we can imagine of, because they really like the reward system with stars. So if like I want to encourage them to do spelling and memorize and also come up with a good exercise with neat and tidy work, I can reward them with stars. They will do it well compared to without reward. So we can see the reinforcement using star system is very good. Motivate with levels. Students collect stars to level up and earn badges. Okay, level up. We have level 1 until level 10. Okay, this is the leaderboard. Spark friendly competitions with the leaderboard. So actually, they have the competitions and they will see which one is the champion. And they will see the ranking. When this time of ranking actually is a form of friendly competitions among friends. And also there will be more hardworking, pay more efforts in order to get higher ranking. So interactive quiz questions. Okay, well, 8 different types of interactive quiz questions can be done in PowerPoints using this class point. Multiple choice, word count, short answer, slide drawing, image upload, fill in the blanks, audio record, video record. So you see, first thing first, you have to turn slide into interactive quizzes and then design your slide, add the question button. After this, I will share with you some of the sample questions that I have designed. Okay, this one is collect and view responses. After this, I will ask you to give responses as well. Run multiple choice questions to gather students' insight. Set correct answer, enable quiz mode, customize difficulty levels. Okay, word count. Collect popular opinion all within a word count. Last time when we want to do a word count, what other apps are we using? We use other apps, but now we can all in one in this PowerPoint as an icebreakers, feelings check-in, brainstorming, exit ticket. Okay, gather students' opinions. They can type in open-ended short answer activities, open-ended question, hide participants' names. We can hide it if like you don't want to see who and who say what. We can hide the participant name so that they will not so awkward. They will be more daring to share what they want to share. Power search. Okay, slide drawing allows you to draw on the slide. As you can see that actually we have pen and so on, right? So image upload, we show students' responses, take a picture on the spot, upload from gallery or search Google, then we can have this kind of questions. Fill in the blanks, missing words, up to 5 blanks, set correct answer, audio record like this, and then video upload. Okay, now I want to demonstrate to you draggable objects. First thing first, we need to go to the class point panel and then to enable draggable objects to convert anything on your slide to become a draggable object. How to enable draggable objects? Okay, like this one, it is identifying political maps. Open draggable object side panel. Select objects you want to move and click drag enable. In presentation mode, click the drag icon from the toolbar to move your drag enable objects freely. So now I am going to demonstrate it. Actually, I'm more to practical way of doing something. I prefer the practical part. Don't sort the recycling. So you can also give me some interactive answer. You can unmute your mic. Tell me what is the answer for the glass. Which one should I drag?
The milk, the milk, bottle of milk.
To where?
Yeah, that one.
Us, okay.
Yeah.
So, how about paper?
The notebook.
Book. Okay, what else? Plastic.
Plastic. We have the dishwash. Is it the dishwash? No.
Which one?
Yeah.
Which one?
Yes.
Okay, detergent.
Detergent, sorry.
The glass. Okay, like this. Okay, I do it
Bottle.
in a very quick way. Okay, paper.
Yeah, the food bag.
Okay, this one is the
What is that?
glass. This one is a bottle, plastic. Okay.
Plastic bottles.
Okay, so three each. So you can see the sort the recycling into the correct bins. Students are going to do like this. So they are going to sort it out. They can track the items into it. Sometimes, last time, when this is not available, I use the PowerPoint. I use a lot of functions to manage this thing so that they can be trackable. But now, using the class point, it can be easily done. Amazing, isn't it? So next, label the skeleton. Come. Okay, we have now. Okay.
Neck bone.
Okay.
Neck.
Where is that? Where is that? Okay, we go
Neck.
for this one first.
Neck.
Down.
Skull. Skull.
Okay, remember you have to enable the trackable item so that it's will be highlighted, and then we can have this one skull. Ding ding ding. This.
Can we
Okay.
do it right now? No.
You're in the class, right?
Yeah.
You can drag.
Where to click?
Arm bone. Where's the arm bone? Like this. Okay. Neck bone. Okay, sort of this. You are going to ask your student to label the skeleton. Can we have the class to label the skeleton together? So I give a star to every one of you. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, is it in the same class? Okay, we have 10 participants in the class. Okay, for those who just came in, yeah, this is the class point code. You can join and then you can play with the label the skeleton. Sophie, do you able to label it? Okay, I'm sharing again. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the one. Is how you are going to reward star for the students. And we can have name picker. You pick Hassan. Hassan, do you able to label this? Is Hassan? Okay, we go for next slides. Okay, match the painting to the title and artist. So student is going to match. So they use the
Mona Lisa.
Okay, can you give me the answer? Which one and which one? Mona Lisa goes to?
The third picture. The third painting.
Okay.
Yay, teacher, correct.
Okay, next. This one? Pablo Picasso.
Okay, so the
Okay,
rest are
Pablo Picasso, I think I don't know. So I go for the easy one. Okay, a Sunday afternoon, which one?
The second one.
The second one. Okay. Water lilies, I think I know.
The
So
first
go for the
one.
first one. Okay, go for the
Yeah.
first one. And then left with one only. The only answer. So we'll go with this one. So
Yeah.
it will be like this. Matching. Okay. The last one, so we have order. So playing with the order. So we can have this one. The first one, I know this one. The third one is our okay. Enable trackable objects. Okay, then you can drag. Okay, I just know this. The rest I do not know. So, okay, this is how you play with the order, the planets. So you can have the students to answer the questions like this. That you can have the slides and then you enable trackable objects, then they can drag. Okay, this is like this. Okay, next, I would like you to share what is the first word that comes to your mind when you think of these sharing sessions? Okay, we have flying status for World Crown. Okay, visit this one and use code. Okay, I've just shared.
Wala akong pera na lang. Pang-uwi ko na sana may peso sa likab. Sabi naman yan, kung alam mo. Yan niya ako sinagpapawis na.
Okay, amazing, fantastic, amazed, creative, nice, useful. Okay, what else? Okay, we can have music. We are waiting for the responses. Okay. We have 15 members here, so what starts to all to do? Okay, you can see you earn 3 stars, 2 stars, and so on. Okay. Next. Okay, I'm done with the class point certificates of training. So you can have this scan the QR code. This is the one. Then you get the certificates for this part. After this, I will share the Wakelet part. Okay, you can take a snapshot of this class point certificates of training. Then you will get the certificates.
So teachers, please take a screenshot in case you can't get the access to the QR code now. So you can claim it later, right? They can claim it later as well.
You can get, maybe I give you the link. I can give you the link right now. Okay, this is the link. Try and see, can you get it? After this, we have another session on Wakelet, so stay tuned. Dear Dr. Mansoor, Uma, Anup, Patrick, okay, Hassan, okay, Evelyn, okay. So next, we move on to Wakelet. Okay, what is Wakelet? An overview of what Wakelet does as a platform and how it can be used. Okay, we switch to another screen sharing.
There's a question from Eka and Mr. Patrick. Whose
Mhm.
training workshop should we choose under?
Training workshop. Do you see my name? Which country is Malaysia, right? Okay.
No, they can't see.
Oh, they can't see my name.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wait. So I go and inform. Okay, maybe you fill in after this. Okay. What is record? So do you see my slide share?
Yes.
Okay, continue with this one. The Wakelet one. Okay, this is my correction. So what is Wakelet? So again, I would like to ask you, how many of you have tried Wakelet before this? How many of you have tried Wakelet before this? Okay, not yet. Okay, what is the functions of using Wakelet? So listen.
Hello, everybody. I'm Tisha, and welcome to the Wake.
Can you hear the noise?
Yes.
Yeah,
We
can
can
you
get it out clear.
the voice? Okay. Okay, I continue.
Wakelet certified course. This will be a series of videos that cover a number of things about Wakelet and help you become a Wakelet pro in no time. After you watch each video, make sure to answer the questions correctly to pass the course and become Wakelet certified. So first of all, what is Wakelet? Wakelet is a learning platform that allows you to create, educate, and inspire. You can save and showcase any kind of content on the web through beautiful looking collections that you can share with your learning environment, including students, teachers, administrators, and parents. Now, Wakelet is primarily a curation platform, meaning you can copy and paste links of any multimedia into a Wakelet collection, where it will then embed. You can also add your own text notes, images, videos, and drive files to your collections to add context and to tell a story. Using Wakelet in your classroom will help you deliver multimedia learning experiences, boost digital citizenship, promote a collaborative classroom culture, and empower your students to become independent learners. Wakelet is safe for students of any age, and the platform is fully COPPA, FERPA, GDPR, and Ed Law 2D compliant, meaning you can rest easy knowing your students are working in a safe, secure, moderated, and private learning space.
It's a way for you to keep track of your work by collections. Okay, it is with organize and share. We can organize our work. Sometimes you just keep in Drive, right? Google Drive and so on. But now you can change it to Wakelet. It will be more organized and with your share work. So next we have this one. Look at this one.
In the previous section, we discussed saving and showcasing content of any kind in order to tell a story. Before we get started, head to wakelet.com, click sign up, and then you may create an account using an email address or one of the single sign-on options. If you are working with a Wakelet district partner that assisted the account setup for you, please reference that process to log in. Once you're in your home area, you can go ahead and create your first collection. Choose a layout, give your collection a name, description, and cover image, and then you're ready to add any content you like. To start adding content, just click here. When it comes to adding content on Wakelet, the types of media you can use are limitless. The platform allows you a wide range of content, including articles, social media posts, texts, images, blogs, websites, slide decks, drive files, YouTube videos, maps, playlists, and so much more. You can simply copy and paste a web address into Wakelet, where it will embed directly into your collection. We also have a wide range of integrations that you may explore by pressing the apps button. You'll find plenty of your favorite tools here that integrate directly into Wakelet. It's always great to add your own content and notes to provide your collections with a little bit of context and personality. We also recommend downloading the browser extension, which makes adding content to your collections quicker without interrupting your workflow. It's available across most browsers. Just search for it in your browser extension store.
Okay, this is how we organize our work and then share with others in the space. If like there is a platform for us to save everything of our collections, like our PBD, the classroom-based assessment, and also others like the students' work, we can open a folder and put everything inside. It's like a Google Drive. Oh, it will be a space, a Google space for you to put everything in. This is called Wakelet space. So we can organize, transform, and share your resources, materials, and content to everyone using the Wakelet space. So the last but not least, is about collaborations. When we collaborate, we can work with super easy and fun on Wakelet. Invite your students, friends, colleagues, and learning community to create something special together, and we can send to everyone just by one link. So you can see the collections there. There are so many resources as in the bank, resource bank. So you can actually have collaboration with others and also take notes of what other best practices around the world, not just in Malaysia itself, but also in the UK, in the US, and so on. So this is the best practices of keep tracking of what you have done. Actually, I believe that teachers, educators have so many collections, but then they just put it in the phone or put it in the hard disk or in a drive. Why not we keep track in one space that is called Wakelet space, and then all your collection you can put in different folders and so on. So today, again, I will give you my promote codes, my unique codes, which is LRNG 94842. And also you can scan the QR code there in order to get your certificates. So we have 2 certificates in hand, which is class point and also Wacklets for the sharing sessions. And also in the end of the sessions, we have the certificates for the webinar. So I'm going to fix the problem that there's no name in the certificates of class points. I'll contact the person in charge. Okay. Okay, while waiting for you to key in, scan the unique codes. So I give a few minutes for you to do so.
So Teacher Shi, there's a question from Miss Emily.
Yes.
Do students need to create a Wakelet student account?
Yeah, just register as a student, you do. So I can show you the space. Good. Okay. Okay, this is a collection, so you can share with me like this one. And then we have collections. Okay, this is my collections. So you can see, can you see that?
Yes, we can see.
Any of Chico Kickstart, Media Education for All, Wakelet Ambassador, Padlet on My New House, and then the project-based learning, the grammar parts, and then the live worksheet, and then read aloud apps, the students recording, and then initiative during the MCO, Padlet on Veggie team, and so on, quizzes, and so on and so forth. So you can have this one. A collection, so put in a folder, then you can share with others. So the students can also create their own collections. Yeah, Emily, you need to create a Wakelet account and then keep track, or you can share the collections with them without having the account. Because when you share the works, everyone can have it. So if like they want to keep track on their works, like they want to keep their collections, they need to create their account. Okay, any other question?
So far, none.
Okay, do you manage to get the Wakelet one, the certificates of Wakelet?
Can you share the screen?
The screen? Okay.
Yep, your participants may want to scan the QR code just in case.
Okay. One more time, yeah?
Yep. Yes, scroll up the QR code. Yes, okay, it's perfectly fine now.
Okay, I can scan and give you the link.
Yes, put in the chat box, please.
Okay, this is the one for Wakelet. So basically, Wakelet is a space for you to collaborate and then to organize your work then it will be easier for you to find your work. Sometimes we did a lot, but then we do not know how to keep track it. That's why we need to use this one. When people comes to you, they will ask for what have you done, then the corrections, and also they want to see your evidence. So it is important for you to keep track of your work as well. Especially when you want to do showcasing, you have to showcase a lot of evidence that the things that you have done. So this is very important for you to keep track of your work and also to be organized. Okay, is there any questions for the slot tonight?
So far, no question on Wakelet.
Presenter code, the link, link 94 copy, okay. The special code is LING link 94842. Got it? Are you able to get it? Okay. Okay, any more questions? If no means I stop my part here and back to you, Nimara.
Oh, thank you so much, Shi, for sharing with our local and global educators. In the use of ClassPoint, you have shown the technical part of using ClassPoint clearly. And Teacher Patrick, thank you so much for engaging together with Teacher Shi in order to showcase how ClassPoint works actually. And then my question is it how much do we have to pay in order to use ClassPoint? Is it a free app or do we have to pay?
Actually, for you to use ClassPoint, it is free. And also, yeah, today I forgot something. I want to demonstrate to you how to use the ClassPoint AI. Before the end of the session, I forgot to showcase to you the ClassPoint AI. Yeah, it is free, and also in order to use the ClassPoint AI, you need to pay for the versions. Okay. AI, okay, generate questions. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay, can you see?
Yes.
Okay, let's say I want to generate another one now, okay. This is the ClassPoint AI. Just now we're back to my slide. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, this is the one, the scout, right? And okay, when we use this one, this slide, we have this slide, and then we can make use of the AI to generate questions. Okay, this is about recycling, right? So again, reading your slides, and then it will generate which materials can be reused and recycled. So all of the above. So you can, if like you think that you want to use this one, remember type of questions, then you can use save as slides, then you are saving, and then you can make it as a multiple questions, and then it can generate another one. Okay. What should you do to sort recycling into the correct bin? This is another understanding questions. So if you think that you want it, you can save a slide. Then if you don't want, you can generate another. Okay. This is apply. So for taxonomy Bloom, we have so many levels from the basic remember and then until apply until the applications part. So look at this thinking taxonomy Bloom. Which type of material is not mentioned in the given text? Okay, which one? Wood, right? So check the answer. Okay, then checking answer of the students, and then okay, if like you want to use this slide, save as slide, and then if you don't want or you want the next one, generate another. So we'll be getting higher and higher order of thinking skill. Because how would you categorize glass in the recycling process? It will be a subjective questions, and then you can answer, analyze, and then answer. We have suggested answer for the students. So this is the one. Then next one. Why is it important to reuse and recycle materials? When go to higher level, we have evaluating the questions and then answer. So this will stimulate the students to evaluate. Why is it important to reuse and recycle materials? Okay. Next, design a system for efficient sorting and recycling of different materials. So this is the student have to design a system. So this is a create type. So when we apply our skill, and then they have to create something new into a new product. This is the things that is amazing about ClassPoint AI, because they generate questions according to the thinking skill, the taxonomy Bloom, so that the students can apply and also make use of the thinking to higher order thinking skill, from lower to higher order thinking skill. This will be very important to stimulate their thinking and learning. Okay, that's it for today. So I have done covering ClassPoint, the features, and also we have practical questions. And then we have this ClassPoint AI and also the Wakelets about collections and organize and then share with others to collaborate. That's it.
Yeah, thank you so much, Teacher Shi, for sharing about ClassPoint, especially the technical part to our educators. And at the same time, you have shared about ClassPoint AI, which is really incredible, especially one of the examples that you have used regarding recycling. The questions align with our taxonomy Bloom, which is very important for us. I mean, not only for Malaysian educators in our education system, but also around the globe, because, for example, create. So if the students are able to create something related to what had been mentioned by the question, and I'm sure the students are able to get their classroom assessment PBD 6 according to the descriptors that we have, either it's going to be listening, speaking, reading, or writing. So you have shared a lot of information as well about Wakelet. Yes, when you talk about proof, when we are applying something for any applications or any recognitions, and also to showcase our students' work, even parents can get access to our Wakelet. So Wakelet is a wonderful platform. It's a magic platform, I would say, in order to have all the collections in one platform, So it's really incredible. And of course, being educators, they are very happy, I'm sure, that they are able to get certificates today for ClassPoint and also for Wakelet. And of course, teachers, so Wakelet is free, absolutely free, 100% free. ClassPoint, as you mentioned earlier, is free, but unless the teachers are going for ClassPoint, what is that? A Pro, is it? ClassPoint Pro?
Yeah, premium one. So
Yeah, all right.
AI features.
Okay, all right. Okay, so hopefully we can, the teachers will be able to decide which they prefer. And I'm sure we are looking forward to have Teacher Patrick and also Ms. Shi in our upcoming sessions to share more on more other tools and also more other content as well. So before we move on to our certificate ceremony and also the wrap up and to give our educators the certificate link for today's session, so I would like to invite all of you to turn on your cameras in order for us to take a selfie for our remembrance. So may I get the educators here to turn on your cameras? So maybe Teacher Patrick, Teacher Shi, Teacher Sumya, can you all please help me to take a screenshot and share with me as well, because I opened quite a number of screens, so my screenshot is freezed at the moment. So counting 1, 2, 3,
Come
teachers.
on, everyone, so tidy up, so comb your hair, and then make sure you are beautiful and handsome. Now we are going to take a photograph together.
Yeah. Thank you, Teacher Shi, Teacher Patrick. Yeah, thank you, Teacher Eka. You are joining in from the car. Truly appreciate your enthusiasm. Yeah, we have many educators joining in around the globe, especially from Ghana. We have educators from Ghana, from
Good time, Cheko, Tikna, Karen, Cheko.
Hi, I'm Hassan from Senegal.
Hi, yeah, from Senegal. Thank you, teacher, for joining. From India as well, we have from Philippines and many other countries. Okay, 1, 2, 3. If you have
So
done,
happy to be part of you.
thank you, teacher. Okay, teacher Shi, are we good to go for the next part? Okay.
Okay, done.
All right. Thank you, Teacher Shi, for helping me to take the screenshot. Okay, so we are coming to the end of the session. So before that, I would like to award the certificates to our speakers, incredible speakers. The first speaker, the certificate of recognition is given by Ielta International Malaysia branch to Mr. Patrick Duffy Bayong, in recognition of his invaluable and exemplary contribution as a resource speaker for the webinar CFR Aligned Primary Curriculum Framework, Teachers Frame of Mind, organized virtually by Ielta Malaysia branch on 13th October 2023. This certificate is awarded via Zoom on 13th October 2023 from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Malaysia time by Dr. Glenn Parilla Cortizano, Ielta Academic Director, Dr. Neil Arivalo Alcantara, Ielta President, Mrs. Nirmala Devi Kandasamy, myself, Ielta Malaysia Ambassador, Mrs. Nolizawati binti Muhammad Noor, Ielta Malaysia Academic Director. Thank you so much, Teacher Patrick, for opening our minds in CFR. So we have positive mindset at this moment, though we didn't fill in your questionnaire. We missed out because we are in different part of the country, but we have positive mindset after listening to whatever you have presented. Thank you so much, Teacher Patrick. You have anything to say, Teacher Patrick? Okay, maybe after this. Okay, another certificate of recognition is given to Ms. Shi Yuan Ling in recognition of her invaluable and exemplary contribution as a resource speaker for the webinar, Unleashing Best Practices in Teaching and Learning in the Ielta Classroom, organized virtually by Ielta Malaysia today, and also awarded by Dr. Glenn Parilla Cortizano, Ielta Academic Director, Dr. Neil Arivalo Alcantara, Ielta President, and myself, Mrs. Nirmala Devi Kandasamy, Ielta Malaysia Ambassador, Mrs. Nolizawati binti Muhammad Noor, Ielta Malaysia Academic Director. Thank you so much, Ms. Shi Yuan Ling, for spending your quality time with us in order to engage our educators towards empowering other educators and students in learning the technical part, because some of us are facing technical glitches and we feel so stressful when come to using of technology tools, and you have clearly simplified the usage of ClassPoint and also Wakelet. Thank you so much, Ms. Shi Yuan Ling. Anything from you? Would you like to say?
Yeah, thank you for lending me your ears.
Truly,
What I have shared is useful to you. all the educators here.
Thank you so much. And one more question, is there any time frame limitation to claim the Wakelet and also class point certificate by our educators?
No. So
No.
you can
Okay.
get it.
All right, thank you so much. And the certificate of participation is duly received by all of you, dear educators, for spending almost 2 hours here with us in recognition of your participation for CFR Aligned Primary Curriculum Framework, Teachers' Frame of Mind, and Unleashing Best Practices in Teaching and Learning in the Ielta Classroom, organized by Ielta Malaysia branch today and signed duly by Dr. Glenn Parilla Cortizano, Dr. Neil Arivalo Alcantara, Mrs. Nirmala Devi Kandasamy, and Mrs. Nolizawati binti Muhammad No. And also, okay, normally our president will be around, but today he's not around. Probably because it's quite early for him. He's staying in Peru. So probably it's quite early for him there in Peru. And also I would like to thank our core team member, Mrs. Sumia Yahya, for her recognition in giving the support in technical part of this webinar. So Teacher Sumi, your certificate, I forget to put in the slide. I'm so sorry for that. I'll send to you. And with that, I would like to say thank you and goodbye to all the educators. And I'm going to post, I think Teacher Sumi, she has posted the attendance link, right? Yes, so teachers, if you notice here, Ielta membership is duly free. And if you would like to be our speakers in our upcoming webinars, so you may kindly inform us through our Facebook page, in Ielta Malaysia Facebook page. You may like our page. And if you're an educator staying in Malaysia, you may fill in the membership form, which will be available for free at membership. And we will get connected with you and add you in a WhatsApp group. If you're from other countries and you would like to be a member, you can contact the ambassador. If you are not sure who is your ambassador, you can always private message me on my messenger and I can get you connected with your ambassador. Our mission is to give as much as possible to English language educators, webinars, workshops online, so that you are aware and you can use a lot of tools and to engage and empower in your own setting. So the attendance link is given, and give us time another next 1 or 2 weeks in order to send your certificate. And please fill in your email address correctly, because most of the time said to say that most of the email addresses given is not correct. So due to that, you will not be getting the certificates, though I'm sending to you. So before I end the session, I would like to invite Ms. Shi and Teacher Patrick, any final words from you before I end the session? Thank you so much for your help in engaging educators, not only in Malaysia, but also around the globe. We have educators, as I mentioned earlier, from Pakistan, from India, from Ghana, from Senegal, from Philippines, from Indonesia, and many other countries, which I'm not very sure because they didn't write the country name. Thank you so much. Over to both of you, our speakers, before I end the session.
Ladies first, Miss Shi.
Okay. Ladies first.
Thank you for the opportunities. Thank you for being here. So it is meaningful to me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Patrick, you. Over to you, Patrick.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Miss Shi. Okay, so congratulations, Miss Shi, for the presentation. It is very insightful. Okay, very interesting session from you, and thank you also, Miss Teacher Nirmala, for the opportunity given to me to share one of my researches in these sessions. So from my side, I hope the finding, it can blow our mind, it can open up our mind, especially educators outside Malaysia, of how the current situations or the real situation take place in Sarawak rural areas, especially learners in rural primary school in Malaysia. So this is really happening actually. So the teachers and the learners, they are still struggling into learning English language and producing good performance in learning this language. Okay, so the things that related to technology, they are very good. However, the implementation is limited to school. Like, I mean, the two schools reside in rural area, especially in Sarawak, due to lack of necessity, access to internet, to all those kind of technology. However, I believe English teachers in Sarawak and also teachers from all over the world, we are trying to do our best to give the best to our learners. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Teacher Patrick. Yeah, you are absolutely right, because we are actually facing a lot of problems in certain areas in terms of, getting the students to use the devices and even to get connected to internet in order to use whatever, resources that we are using. However, we have, been very courteous in, in engaging our learners, even though they do not have, for example, Kahoot. Let's say our students do not have the device, and of course, we can get them only play in one device, our device, we can display, and then we get our students to take out the exercise book and write down, like for example, question number 1, if let's say the answer is green color option, then they can write just G, red option R. And I think Teacher she has another way of using quizzes using paper mode. I think in upcoming session, probably we can private message in order to book her for few other tools in order to engage our educators, because we have this quizzes paper mode. So due to time constraints, she's unable to share today. So my private messages will be directed to her shortly in order to engage more digital tools as well.
Yeah. Actually, I have more best practices to share, but however, I have just 1 hour. So
Yes.
I share what is the most important one and the current ones.
Good.
So we collaborate with this class point, and also we keep track our evidence by using method. This is essential because everything we do, we need to keep track, and also in the collections that will be fine, and for every one of you to have share of it and can have a look for the resources in the bank. So it is very important. So for others, the best practices like quizzes paper modes for assessments, and also other teaching best practices, I have more sharings on that too.
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much, Teacher Shi, for willing to share more with our educators. Teacher Patrick, please say thank you to another educator who is with you. It's indeed a great pleasure. So, teacher, to have you with us. I know the difficulties that you are facing sometime with the technical connections, internet connection and all that. Teacher Patrick, please do not forget to share with our educators the link of where we can read more about your research paper that you have presented, that you have published. So thank you so much. So you can share here, and I will share privately to me as well, so that I can share email to them because many of them left. So I can share the email to them as well. So thank you so much, Teacher Shi, Teacher Patrick, dear educators, for joining and always supporting Ielta Malaysia, and Teacher Sumia. Please, thank you so much. I know you are not feeling well, but yet you are here to support us. Thank you so much.